The city of Frankfurt had custody over me when I was a little child. I was put in a perverted foster family when I was 2 years old. And I luckily got kicked out when I was 13. And at this time, I was beaten up all the time. I was raped. I was molested. Everything bad you can think I had to go through. When and this week I was at the youth office to check my files. I wanted to see what is written on it, and at first I wanted to see what the reason was why I got kicked out from the school and everything. And I was reading that there was an extra conference because of me, and all what they say in the papers about me was I was skipping school. But the reason why I got kicked out from the school and why there was an extra conference because of me, it wasn't written in the papers, in the files over there. It was because I was showing the other students the pornography of the foster family. And it was some perverted stuff where people eat shit and piss and stuff like this. And I had to see that when I was 12 years old. Just imagine this. And then we had a retarded child. He was really retarded. He was beaten up himself and everything. So at night he had to be tied up so you don't beat up, because sometimes he was bleeding over here. So and they acted like he put the shit on the walls, and we always had to clean it up so Mr. Heinz Erwin Beinen could jerk off. Yes, I say that word. He was jerking off while we, the little sex slaves, were cleaning up the shit from the walls so he can live his perversions and everything. I had a father, and I still have him, and he always wanted me to live with him. They didn't let me. They told me from when I was a little child on that he still was a cannibal and stuff like this. Of course, I was scared and I didn't want to be bothered with him. One time, I think I was 10 or something like this, I had a chance. No, I was 8. Yeah, I was 4. So I was 8 years old. I had a chance to meet him, but I never had a chance to talk to him eye to eye. There were the Binance. They were telling me, I don't talk to him, don't tell him where you live and stuff like this. Then there was the woman from the youth office. She wasn't a help anyway. And then there was my father with his wife and my half sister. Yeah, I was scared as hell. I didn't want to be bothered. When my little sister was asking me where I live, I told her, shut the fuck up. I mean, I told it to my own sister, shut the fuck up, because I was scared. It didn't mean I didn't care that I have a family. It was only because I was scared, because I was raised like I'm half cannibal. That's how they raised me. And then they assumed in the files, they assumed I had a problem with my color. I never had a problem with my color. Never. I never said anything. I didn't get this because I'm black. I got in trouble because I'm black. You can ask everybody who met me ever in life. My color was never a discussion. But it was their problem. They made a problem out of that I'm black. They made a problem out of that I was fat. I was real fat, but it was a good protection, because when somebody came stupid to me in school, I just knocked them down and sit on them till they turned blue. I mean, I didn't have to do much action. I had my peace. I made sure I had my peace. And when I was skipping school, I didn't do bad things. I was playing table tennis because I was enjoying it. That was the only joy I had in my life. The rest was fear. Fear of getting raped, getting beat up again. Then they say I didn't have no friends. I had friends, but the friends I had, it wasn't allowed to be around them. They were living next door. It was a foster home, the same like I was living in. Only the difference was the people next door took care of the children. They really made them a nice home and everything. I mean, my dream at this time was to live with them, but I knew this never could happen because this is going to be a big conflict. And they had trouble with them next door anyway. And I wasn't allowed to go over there, but I still went over there. It's all lies. I mean, these foster parents just lied. I had friends. I skipped school, that's right. But the teacher conference wasn't because I was skipping school, because this was a real big school and many students skipped schools. Yeah, I wasn't the only one. And then they do extra for me a teachers conference. I mean, use your brain. You don't do a teacher conference in a big school with 2,000 students just because one student is skipping school. I mean, use your brain. There must be something else, yeah. And it was the pornography I was showing around. But nobody ever was asking me how I got these magazines. I was 12 years or 11 or 12 years when I showed these magazines, this pornography around. I mean, how could an 11 or 12 years old girl get to so perverted pornography like I showed them? Nobody was asking this. But they only, the family just was talking about church and stuff like this. He was working at a bank, yeah, and then he was active in church and like this, yeah. He was blinding the people, and people always, they believe what they want to believe, If it makes it easy for them to believe that you're a good person because you go to church, then the people believe it. And the children who run away from home, they never get asked why. How come? And I tell everybody, I won't give up. I want justice. I always had to take responsibility for the bad things I did. So the city has to take responsibility what they did to me. Because I still have these dreams. I still can't sleep at night and stuff like this. And people know for 9 months I was like on speed and stuff like this. I was in a clinic. They told me they couldn't give me more medication because, normally an elephant should fall off with all the medications I get. And I still was running around and couldn't stop. And you see how hectic I am. I always have to move and stuff like this. And you know why? Because my muscles cramped up and everything, yeah? And this is because they made me sick and I have to live with all this pain and everything. And they get away with everything, not with me. Carmen is not taking this crap anymore. And I will fight for my right. And I won't stop till my last breath. And I do this in English, so the lawyer for my father in Niger understands it. And more people can understand now what I'm talking about. If I only speak German, only the Germans understand me. So I speak English, so more people have the chance to understand what I'm talking about. And I tell everybody, don't eat that crap what people give you. Don't eat it anymore. Get up and fight for your right. You don't have to go out and shoot people, stuff like this. We have the internet now. We can tell it the whole world what the people do wrong to us. We don't have to do all this crap, yeah? We don't have to get criminal anymore. Somebody gonna hear my messages for them. One day I get the right person. I have time. And if I don't find the right person in Germany, because the Germans are scared to touch this case, I get somebody who is interested in it. And if they only do that for their own ego, to make career or stuff like this, I don't care. As long as they help me to find justice for me, I even dance with the devil if I have to. But I won't kill anybody or stuff like this, but I will dance with the devil.